Hi all, I'm just your average Aussie gay guy with a lot of non-average problems since becoming HIV in 2002. And it is these unexpected or unpredictable side effects of being HIV that I want to talk about today. At 58 years of age, I lived through HIV when it was an epidemic, killing people. I also managed to live through that period safely and emerge unscathed. But in 2002, my world changed, and I continually get alarmed at the rise of the barebacking culture within the gay community, the widespread ambivalence towards seroconversion brought about in no small part by the efficacy of HIV treatments, and the bulletproof attitude of a lot of gay people. Recent government prevention adverts in Australia have proved very ineffective, and net surfing has shown me they are proving less effective year by year in most developed countries. The scare factor of the Grim Reaper campaign and the early HIV campaigns no longer resonate, and HIV is on the rise in most developed countries after a lull in transmission in the 90s. Yet governments are spending an ever-increasing amount on prevention campaigns, and where such medications and treatments are free or subsidised, the cost to governments is also becoming prohibitive. In this introductory bit, I want to talk more about the side effects and consequences of HIV that many people acting unsafely don't consider, nor is it often factored into costs, people's non-HIV illnesses, and largely overlooked by the gay media. All of us who have HIV are aware of the social consequences, the rejection from within some sections of the gay community and without that rears its ugly head when you're HIV. But it's the collateral damage of HIV that is not often discussed, and I can speak personally of an instance where being immunosuppressed played no small part in adding another life-changing chapter to my life, unwanted. I don't work for nor am I associated with any HIV organisation or government department. I'm just a mere gay mortal who is talking to you from experience. In May last year, I became very ill and was eventually hospitalised with Legionella, a virus that affects so few people in the Western world as it is usually dealt with by healthy immune systems. I obviously got the virus from some contaminated air conditioning unit somewhere where I visited. The virus has had such an impact on me and my immune system that it totally destroyed my renal function, with the end result that I'm now consigned to spending 9 hours every night of my life on a peritoneal dialysis machine while I sleep. And sleep should be in inverted commas. My doctors told me it was highly unlikely the virus could have been so opportunistic had I not been immunosuppressed in the first instance. It is an unfortunate fact that the barebacking culture is on the rise in the gay communities worldwide, and my great fear that we are going to see many more gay HIV people suffer poor medical outcomes as a result of this. In Australia, amoebiasis histolytica is becoming more prevalent, which is transmitted from eating contaminated food, ingesting contaminated water, or from fecal matter. It's fairly common in the subcontinent in India, but hitherto was very, very rare in a place like Australia. Antibiotic and penicillin-resistant strains of sexually transmitted diseases such as gonorrhea and syphilis are starting to appear in parts of the world, which is a very mobile world these days. And there are significant rises in the transmission of other STDs such as chlamydia. Already XDR or antibiotic-resistant strains of gonorrhea have surfaced in Japan and France, and the impact of contracting a strain like that on a person already immunosuppressed from HIV could be cataclysmic. My kidney failure has necessitated a drug regime that's daunting. Prior to contracting Legionella, I took just 1 tablet a day for my HIV treatment, a tripler, or some may know it as tenofovir. Because tenofovir has some detrimental kidney impact long term, I had to be taken off it, and the end result was now I take 7 tablets daily for my HIV medication. Add to that the large number of tablets I take for kidney issues and blood pressure, and you have enough tablets to constitute a meal. So as a gay man who has an empathy and understanding of living with HIV, I simply urge all gay people to take on board the safe sex message, as it is becoming increasingly more important by the day. I would never be so bold or stupid to suggest that people stop having sex. Quite the contrary, I'm in favour of people having as much sex as they can or like. Nor am I prudish. It's just a general comment on the danger of unprotected sex and the poor medical outcomes such activity can have on people with HIV. For me, the result has been crushing. Everything has changed as a result of the renal failure. On top of my HIV, my professional, social, financial, sex and personal life has been turned upside down. My self-esteem is not helped by a 14-inch catheter hanging out of my stomach that's there to accommodate my dialysis, and my ability to travel has been negated. I don't want other people suffering similar medical outcomes unnecessarily. So enjoy your sex, but please, have it safely.